up? Y'all, Martech79 here. We are back again today with another Marvel Legends action figure review. Today we're taking a look at the Infinity Saga, Iron Man Mark 85, and Thanos. The final scene when Tony snaps his finger with the nano gauntlet with Thanos kind of fading into existence, the battle damage. Looks really good in package, man. I bought this figure solely for the Tony Stark head sculpts. And that's about it. I really didn't need another Thanos in my collection. It was mainly for the Tony Stark head sculpts, man. This was, I got it from GameStop. I think it was like $70, $80, I want to say. I don't even remember, to be completely honest. It's been so long. You know, I'll just be spending money on action figures, and I don't even know what the hell I be spending stuff on. You know, that's a terrible habit. But you know, here we are. So yeah, here he is in the package here. He looks amazing. He really does. That head sculpt is top notch. Comes with an Iron Man head, the Tony Stark battle damaged head, regular Tony Stark head, a fisted open hand, some blast effects there. The sword, really excited about that sword. That looks epic. Probably gonna pose that with another Iron Man figure. Got the shield going on there. We have Thanos here, the battle damage. Gonna have him fading off after he gets snapped. Then we have the normal head sculpts, sword going on there. And then the battle with the helmet there. Then him with his gauntlets as well. So on and so forth. So spin it to top there, cool. Spin it to the bottom, all right. Spin it to the side, the Infinity Saga, it's pretty sweet. Spin it to the other side, same thing. Spin it to the back here. Iron Man steps onto the battlefield against Thanos, blah, blah, blah. Thanos is a destructive force that will stop nothing to achieve his goals, blah, blah, blah. Spin it to the bottom. All right, man, finally, let's crack this thing open and let's take a look. All right, man, and then we are back, and then we have our Tony Stark, Iron Man Mark 85, and Thanos out of the package here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the figures here. So as you can see, face sculpt on Tony Stark is really great, man. Hair looks good. Paint, it's fine. Got some black in there, some brown. I feel like it could have been maybe a smidge darker. It's not a huge gripe though. This is definitely the best face sculpt of Tony Stark I've ever seen. Got the little cuts and dings there on his face. It looks really good. Mark 85 armor comes out really good. The Infinity Stones probably could have came out a little bit better. Looks like a little bit doughy. You know, it's not terrible. Kind of got that kind of a dusty look on his arms there. Still shines against the light though. So I mean, that looks good. Gold and the red comes out good. Got the accessories out. The translucent shield comes out good. That's really cool. The blast effects come out good. Open palm hands and the closed fisted hands. The sword, I'm definitely going to find some use out of that for sure. We got the normal Stark head. I'm most definitely going to find some use out of that as well. It's really cool. Then we have Thanos here. We have the dusted, damaged head Thanos that comes out good as well. Got the gold kind of damaged armor. And we have the empty Infinity or Nano Gauntlets where he thinks he's got the Infinity Stones, but you know, doesn't. It's really cool. Side outfit comes out really good. Gold plating, the black kind of belt loops there. That comes out good. Those are plastic. 3 additional head sculpts. Has a gritting teeth, helmeted version, smiling, confident, and serious, stoic face. Then we have a Nano Gauntlet fisted hand with the Infinity Stones in it. Again, Infinity Stones come out kind of weird looking. Then we have his sword as well. Sword comes out really good as well. Spin this to the side here really fast. Give you a quick look at that. Comes out good. Then we'll spin him to the back. Detail on the back looks really good as well. It comes out really good, man. Damage even shows up on the back of the fig. Iron Man here. Yeah, Comes out really good. Articulation should be the same as the other Mark 85 that we've gotten before. 360, down, all the way, up, tilt, tilt, rotate arm, rotate 360, all the way up, down, rotate the bicep 360, no rotation on the elbow, the rotation on the wrist, push it up, push it out, side, and side. Torso, rotate 360, tilt, tilt, forward, backwards. Hip, no rotation. Leg, out, out, and backwards, not really much. Do you have a thigh rotation? Knee, no rotation. Shin, no rotation. Knee joint, all the way back. Ankle, up, tilt, and tilt. So good articulation for the Tony Stark, the Iron Man. Thanos, head, down, up. Get a kind of an ugly gap there. Keep that in mind. Rotate 360. Arm, rotate 360, out. No bicep swivel, so you have an elbow swivel. See if we can push that in. There you go. Push the elbow in. So make sure you have it lined up correctly though, like so. Wrist, rotate 360. Careful with the gauntlet though, the wrist gauntlet. See if you can tilt that. Don't really get a whole lot of tilts out of that because of the wrist gauntlet here. Torso, not rotating that. Push it forward, push it out. No tilts either. You can push it in and then out, and that's it. Leg, out, outside, out, backwards, knee joint, all the way back. Thigh rotation, 360. Knee rotation, none. Ankle, 360. Tilt and tilt. Up, down, not bad. So articulation is decent, man. Okay, now it's time to have some fun, man. So we brought up our Tony Stark from Iron Man 1. What we're gonna do, we're gonna try to switch out the head sculpt with the newer Tony Stark head here, because I mean that looks decent, but you know I really like the older Tony Stark head sculpt a little bit better here, so we're gonna try to swap that out, see what it looks like. Also, I think we're gonna try to swap out the head sculpts here as well with the older Mark 85 Marvel Legends with this newer one here. We're gonna see what that looks like here. Look at a quick comparison with the two. You can see the aesthetically looking, I don't know, man. It's, I can't decide. I mean, the articulation is better on this one. But aesthetically, looking at this one, it looks a little bit better. Maybe the arc reactor looks a bit better on this one with the blue outlining there. But when it comes to just comparing the figures side by side, it's tough to choose, man. It looks like this one is more armored. This one is more humanoid. But then if you look at the SS figure arts, I mean, this is still the definitive version of the Mark 85 armor, in my opinion. This will still hold the top spot in my collection. But I'll tell you what, I do want to switch out the hands and give him the sword, though. Because this is just the original version. I never got the battle damage version that comes with the swords and so on and so forth. So I want to give this sword to him, add that to the display. But I at least want to put the different heads on these two figures here to give these more of a pop. So let's do that and let's see what happens. All right, and we're back, man. So we have set up pretty much everything how everything is going to look on the shelf here. So, you know, the Mark 85, the one with the nano gauntlet, the messed up face, is going to go on the shelf, looking just like that. We swapped out the regular, you know, the first Tony Stark head, which I mean is a decent looking head sculpt for Tony Stark. And it's not bad, but just this one is the clear winner. Actually looks like more like Robert Downey Jr. and older Robert Downey Jr., I would say. This one looks like Robert Downey Jr. as well, but just something about this one, just the face mapping system just comes out a bit better. This one here, this was the first Marvel Legends Mark 85 that came out. We just added the blast effects from the newer version to this one here, the hand sculpt. So probably going to put this on the review station shelf. Have that display at all times, so that look cool. Then we have the SS figure arts with the sword and shield from the new Mark 85 that we just got. So really liking that. That's going to go on the main shelf. Very excited to add that to the shelf. I'm really liking how that looks, because like I said, I never got the Endgame Mark 85, battle damage version with like the back piece and the shield and the sword, so on and so forth. But so happy to get those accessory pieces in to add to this figure to really give it some pop. Like the shine, glimmer on that, I feel like that comes out great. I did have to add some sticky tack to the hands to get the accessories to stick on properly, because they didn't fit right, because he does not come with like a fisted hand that can hold on to a sword and shield. So did have to add that, but as long as I've been collecting, I mean, if you've been collecting anything over 5 or 10 years, you should always have some sticky tack, super glue, tape, so on and so forth on a display or just ready to go, just in case you need it. Yeah, man, but I'm very happy with that. Then we'll take it over to the Thanos here. Honestly, I was planning on selling this Thanos at first, but, when I was comparing the sword, so this is the sword that came with the SS Figure Arts version. Look at that. And then this is the sword that comes with the Marvel Legends version that we just got here. I don't know, man. I kind of prefer the Marvel Legends versions, to be completely honest. So we swapped out the swords. So, yeah, man. So I was strongly considering just selling this, but I guess it'd be weird to kind of sell it with no sword. I mean, if somebody's willing to buy it, then maybe, but, I don't know. Maybe we'll probably throw this head back on here. Back onto the figure and just sit it down somewhere. I don't know, to give him just that glowy feeling of him fading away. But yeah, this is the main Thanos that's going to go on the shelf. Him kind of with the gauntlet, even though he didn't have this gauntlet in the Endgame with this outfit, because this design, I think all the toy companies got this design before the movie actually came out. So that's why he has this Infinity Gauntlet with this outfit. So, but it still looks good to me. It's kind of like a final form Thanos. So I like it, man. This is what's going to go on the shelf for me. And we'll figure out what to do with this Thanos as well. So we didn't really change out. I'm not going through, just going to show off the heads here. I'm not going through different poses, so on and so forth. I feel like y'all get the gist of what we're trying to do here. Also, I forgot to mention, I did remove the little helmet piece here from the peg here and this ball peg joint here to get the Tony Stark figure here to hold it. I had to use pliers to get these two pieces off. It was pretty tight, but I think that comes out great. So we're gonna move that to the shelf here, and I feel like that's gonna come out really good, man. Okay, we have our SS Figure Arts Iron Man Mark 85 with his new sword and shield display. Nothing like having some weapons to, take on your foes, man. So you gotta love that. Really liking how that turned out. It's a little crooked. I need to straighten that out with the sticky tack, but something about that sticky tack that's really holding it in place like that really makes it pop, man. Really loving how that turned out. Can't wait to get that new rescue figure in to add to the collection as well. Really hoping that turns out well. So then we have just the SS Figure Arts Thanos right with his new sword right there. I feel like that comes out good as well. Can barely even tell that I changed it out. I've been following the channel for a minute, but I feel like that looks a lot better than the kind of generic looking sword that the Figure Arts version came with. Then we have our Tony Stark, the Mark 85 armor with the Nano Gauntlet right there. Looks good as well. Very happy of how that turned out as well. So, and then finally we have our Tony Stark in his suit standing next to Pepper. Really needing to find a new body for our Pepper. Hopefully with the new head sculpt, we'll figure out something to do the new Pepper here. Maybe add the new head sculpt to this body, or find a new body for Pepper. Maybe like a business suit or something of that nature. Yeah, we really need to figure something out, man. We have our shield that we've just added to the display here. The rest of the Iron Man suits got the Infinity War suit, Hulkbuster, the Mark 1, Spider-Man Homecoming, Iron Man 2, Avengers, Age of Ultron, Civil War, Iron Man Mark 3, Iron Man 3 suit, and then Endgame. So, comes out good, man. So, okay, that is going to do it. That is an update on the Marvel Legends MCU shelf. Really loving how that turned out, man. So, okay, as always, thanks everybody for watching. If you liked the video, do me a favor, hit that like button. You can follow me at youtube.com/marjix79. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And as always, we'll see you guys on the next one. Catch you guys later.